Everything you thought you knew about action cameras is about to change. For years, the trade-off has been simple: ruggedness and small size for mediocre image quality, especially when the sun goes down. DJI is officially destroying that compromise. We are looking at the deepest, most shocking leaks in action camera history, the DJI Osmo Action 6. Forget incremental updates. Forget another software tweak. DJI is reportedly dropping a camera with two features that will instantly make every other action camera on the market obsolete: a 1-inch class sensor and a variable aperture. A 1-inch sensor, in this tiny chassis. That is the kind of leap that doesn't just challenge GoPro, it ends the debate. Over the next 30 minutes, we're going to dissect every single leak: the native 8K video, the RockSteady 4.0 stabilization, the groundbreaking new low-light mastery, and the rumored release date and price that will force you to stop whatever you're doing and wait. You cannot buy an action camera right now until you hear this. Let's get straight to the biggest, most unbelievable leak: the sensor. The current industry standard is roughly 1/1.9 inch or 1/1.3 inch. The whispers and regulatory filings point to the Osmo Action 6 having a 1/1.1 inch or even a full 1-inch CMOS sensor. Think about what that means. A larger sensor gathers significantly more light. It's a physical reality. This isn't a software trick, this is a hardware revolution. The DJI Osmo Action series has always been solid in daylight, but low-light performance was its Achilles heel. With this massive sensor jump, that weakness is gone. We're talking about real night footage, not grainy, smeared digital noise. 10-bit D-Log-M color profiles with over 13.5 stops of dynamic range, that's professional cinema camera territory in a pocket-sized device. The ability to finally shoot a dramatic sunset or a deep underwater cave without the footage falling apart. This upgrade alone makes the Action 6 the first true professional-grade action camera. You can now use the same camera for your daily vlog, your action sports, and your high-end cinematic side project. If the sensor is the engine, the rumored variable aperture is the driver. Action cameras have always had a fixed aperture: you shoot at f/2.8 or f/2.5, no matter what. This forces you to use ND filters to manage bright light, which is annoying, time-consuming, and a hassle when the light changes fast. The leak suggests a variable aperture of f/2.0 to f/4.0. This gives you, the creator, unprecedented control over light exposure and depth of field, something never before seen in a rugged action camera. In bright sun, you can close the aperture to f/4.0, getting a sharper image without blowing out the highlights or adding a filter. In low light, you open it wide to f/2.0, letting in maximum light for that new 1-inch class sensor to absorb. Combine that with the rumored native 8K at 30 frames per second video mode. Now, 8K is overkill for most, but here's the secret: it allows for insane cropping and reframing in a 4K timeline. You can stabilize, punch in, and pan digitally, all without losing precious detail. The quality will be so high you can't tell it was shot on an action camera. DJI already owns stabilization with RockSteady. The leak points to RockSteady 4.0, an enhanced system that reportedly uses AI-assisted motion prediction to deliver footage so smooth it looks like you shot it on a $1,500 mechanical gimbal. We're talking absolute buttery smooth footage, even during mountain biking, skiing, or skydiving. But it's the usability leaks that make this a true DJI product. Dual larger touchscreens, the front and rear displays are rumored to be slightly larger, brighter, and more responsive, maintaining the intuitive and simple user interface the Action series is known for. The magnetic quick release, the core modular design, which lets you instantly swap accessories, is reportedly stronger and more robust than ever before, a fix for the few users who reported issues with the magnetic mount in extreme conditions. Smartwatch integration, a completely new feature. The ability to pair the Action 6 with your Apple Watch or Garmin to use your watch as a viewfinder and remote control. Imagine, you're clipped to a helmet, and you start recording with a tap on your wrist. That is a massive workflow improvement. So, when can you get your hands on this beast, and what will it cost? The most consistent rumors point to a launch window around late October to mid-November this year. The camera is reportedly already in the final stages of regulatory approval, which means the launch is imminent. The price, astonishingly, is rumored to remain highly competitive, starting around the $329 to $349 mark for the standard combo. When you compare that price to the sheer level of hardware innovation, the 1-inch class sensor, the variable aperture, the 8K capability, it's an almost unbelievable value proposition that drastically undercuts the competition. And that brings us to the GoPro Killer question. GoPro has always been the king. But the Osmo Action 6 is not just matching the Hero 13 or 14, it's leaping an entire generation ahead. While GoPro focuses on a slightly taller sensor and refined software, DJI is attacking the core image quality problem with a physically massive sensor and manual lens control. The Action 6 is the camera that can finally dethrone GoPro as the king of image quality in the action space. If you are serious about your content, if you shoot in anything other than perfect midday sun, or if you simply demand the best cinematic quality, then the DJI Osmo Action 6 is not just an option. It is the only option you should be considering. The DJI Osmo Action 6 is the action camera we have been waiting for. It's the perfect storm of pro-level hardware, industry-leading stabilization, and the usability only DJI can deliver. It's an easy decision, hold your cash. The future of action filmmaking is right around the corner. Are you buying the Osmo Action 6 for the 1-inch sensor, or the variable aperture? Let me know in the comments below. If this video saved you from making a bad purchase, smash the like button and subscribe to Tap Tech. We'll be the first to get the official review unit. Thanks for watching.